Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Simply Curious. Today I'm gonna show you how to solve this 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Before we start, I request you all to hit the like button, subscribe, share and comment. The basic thing we need to understand while solving a Rubik's Cube is we need to know the three kind of pieces held in the cube. One is the center piece, one is the side piece and the corner one. The centers are always fixed, they cannot be moved from one position to the other position, and whereas the side and corner pieces can be moved. So we take the centers as the reference and solve the cube. Now coming to step 1, we need to form a cross on the top side or the color what you choose. For my reference, I'm taking white as this color and I'm gonna form a white cross matching to the adjacent centers. We need to form a cross with the matching adjacent centers. For example, the whites are matched. Now the adjacent color is matched. The center blue and the blue is matched. White and white is matched. The same way we need to match all the four crosses. Here we have orange. Just we need to turn this. This is right. The green. And the red. The red one is here. In case if you want to take this in the lower layer, you have to disturb this one. So we take red to the bottom line, rotate the bottom line. Again orange needs to be stayed back. The red can be matched over here. And this forms the cross with the adjacent centers matching. Now you need to note one thing over here. When you choose a color, you need to keep always that color on the top while solving the cube. So you don't have to do this or whatever it is. You just have to keep the white color always on the top till completion of step 3. That was the completion of step 1. Now we're gonna go to the next step, that is step 2, forming the corners. We need to form these corners, replacing over there. So for placing these corners, we need to see white color in the bottom layer. So currently we don't have any bottom layer white color in the bottom. So we can see over here, I'll do this. Take the white color aside and again I replace this back. My cross is intact and I have a white color in the bottom. So now we need to see what is the adjacent color to the white, that is orange. We need to align this orange with the orange color. Once you align, here is the white. Turn the bottom layer. Turn the front layer. Return the bottom layer. And again turn the front layer. See, we have this bottom layer white piece placed in position. Same way we're gonna perform the same operation, same formula for the next whites. Again we have white over here. Adjacent color is red. So we align this red with the red color. So the angle shows like this. So we take it that side. Get this down. Return this back. Again place this back. This is aligned now. Now the next step is we need to find again white color on the bottom line. We don't have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this white to this layer, this, like this, and back. I have a white with adjacent blue color. The blue is already aligned, so we just need to turn this that side, take this down, return this back, take this up. The blue is aligned. Now we have a white with adjacent orange. Let's align with the orange. So we need to place this over here. The angle is this way, so we turn it this side, take this down, return back. This was the completion of step 2. After this step, you should be able to see the surface is formed. Once the surface is formed with all adjacent centers and first layer is formed, you can see this. The layer is completed. So that was the completion of step 2, and now heading to the step 3. So the step 3 is forming the second layer. You just have to replace these corner side pieces. So center is already formed, you just have to replace these side pieces. So for this we simply have to check for a piece in the bottom layer which does not have yellow color in it. For example, this is orange and blue. We don't have yellow in this, whereas if you see here there is a green and yellow. We cannot take this to place over here because the center is in bottom line, and this cannot be fit here or anywhere else in this layer, second layer. So we have to find this kind of pieces in which we do not have yellow color. So for this, what we need to do is the one which is on the upside, you have to align with that color. I have aligned with orange center, and bottom color is blue. So the blue is on this side. So what I have to do is I have to send this on the other end, take this down, return, and up. Now this white corner is misplaced. So what we need to do is we just have to place this the way we did it in second step. The white is on the bottom line with orange as adjacent color. Orange is already aligned with the center. So as the angle is this side, we have to take this down, back and up. Okay. So next thing is we need to again search for a piece which has no yellow color in it in the bottom line. Like for example, this blue and red. I'll align this blue with the blue color. Where is my blue color? Here it is. Okay. We have red in bottom. Red is on this side. So if red is here on the bottom side, we'll simply move opposite direction to the red. Take the red surface down. Take this back. Surface back to normal. We have misplaced the white color from the corner. We simply have to place this white over here like the way we did. Again, blue, adjacent color blue, it's already aligned. The angle is on this end. Here we go. Again, we'll look for the next piece, that is here, orange and green. So it's already aligned with orange. Green is on this side. So we take it to the opposite to the green. Take the green surface down. Return this back. Surface back to normal. Now the white place is again misplaced. So it is at the bottom. Adjacent color orange aligned with the surface. Here we go. It's as simple. Now one more piece, that's this. So here it is. The green color can be aligned to the green. So the bottom is red. Red is on the side. We simply have to move this red from opposite direction. Red surface down. Turn this back. Take this up. White is misplaced. Same formula again. It's already aligned with the green. This makes the angle. Take this down. Take this back. And again back. So this completes the step. So on completion of step 3, coming to step 4. On completion of step 3, you should be able to see all the layers ready. So after this, there are 4 possibilities as I showed you in the images. There may be a dot, a L, a parallel line, or maybe the cross. So whatever it comes, you can apply the same formula. I'll show you from the start. If it's a dot, we call this as a dot. So if it's a dot, you can place any face facing you of the cube. So this, 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 and this. Here we go. Do not consider these 2 corners. You just have to consider these 3 pieces. After dot, once I perform the operation, we need to take this as the shape. So once we have this shape achieved, that is 3 pieces aligned in this position, keeping one end towards us and the other one towards the right, we need to perform the same operation again. That is, again, we don't have to consider these 2 corners. We just have to consider this parallel line. So when we have this parallel line, we have to keep this parallel line towards our body, parallel to our body. Maybe like this, or even like this. Okay. So keeping like this, I'll start. Same formula again. This forms the cross on the surface. Do not consider these 2 corners again, because these 2 corners are not positioned properly. When we see this cross formed on the surface, we have to check the adjacent colors, adjacent sides, adjacent colors with the center. So currently none of them are matching. You can just simply turn them somewhere. There is like, yes, of course, all the 4 sides are formed in this cube. But in case if it doesn't match, you have to do a separate formula for it. So once we have a cross formed, next thing is we need to align these centers. So we already have 2 centers aligned here. In this case, we have to keep one aligned center on the left side and the other aligned center on the opposite side. Keeping this as the position, we have to apply this formula. Can you see this? We have an aligned orange, aligned blue, aligned red, and aligned green. So now, after this completion of this step, when all the centers are aligned, we need to mark the piece which is positioned properly but turned wrong. Like for example, we don't have any currently. So in this situation, you can keep any side anywhere. You can use this formula. The formula is in description. So now you can see we have one piece positioned over here, which is perfectly aligned with all the sides. Yellow is aligned, blue is aligned, red is aligned. The other three are not even positioned properly and not aligned properly also. So in such case, the aligned piece needs to be kept on the right side towards our body, and we need to apply this formula again. Now you can see all the pieces are positioned properly. These two are perfectly aligned, whereas these two are positioned but turned wrong. In such case, you can do any of the side keeping on the any right hand. So same formula goes again. So these two are aligned properly now, and these two are misplaced. So the same formula goes again. That's it. The cube is solved. You can see all the sides form properly.